Hello everyone, it's Nova here, and we finally have the new structure deck, Hidden Art of the Shadows, which contains the Ninja archetype. Now in this video I will be showing you how to build a Ninja deck, and I'll be showing you both the core and the budget version, and explain how you can also make a competitive version as well. Let's begin. First, let's take a look at the core. This is the core of the deck, the Ninja engine that you will need to play in a Ninja deck that you're making. If you want, you can play up to 19 other non-engine cards like Pot of Prosperity, Maxi, Ash Blossom, to fill this main deck spot, as well as just generic extra deck cards that this ninjas can make. But you typically want to play at least these 21 cards to be able to make a ninja deck. If you want, you can obviously increase the number of engine that you're playing. A second Gravity Ninja could be pretty useful. Second Green Ninja is a card that people often play. And you can even play a second ninja source of duplication if you want to increase consistency a little bit by boosting the main deck engine slot. That overall has a lot of flexibility for non-engine cards such as hand traps, board breakers, or just consistency cards such as Pot of Prosperities. And the extra deck is pretty capable of doing some Xyz monsters in, such as rank 4s or sleep monsters with access to a Talker just to climb into links. But before we get into the expensive stuff, let me show you my budget version, which anyone can build by just picking up the structure deck. And here is the budget version of the Ninja structure deck. Now obviously the extra deck is pretty standard. You have 3 of every card that is included in the structure deck. And to main deck, I basically first use all the bundles that we have in the shop, such as the Infirm bundle, the Solemn Judgment bundle, the Ash Blossom bundle, the Nibiru bundle, etc. These cards are pretty much splashable in any deck, and you can also use them in ninjas as well. If you have already crafted cards like Maxi, you can obviously play them instead if you don't want to like go and buy the Solemn Judgment bundle. But if you don't have anything and feel like a new account, or if you're doing some sort of challenge, then this might be very helpful to be including them in. Some other cards we have are obviously Raidechi's Reinforcements of the Army and Monster Reborn, which you get for free from the tutorial, so everyone should have access to these cards for free as well. And finally, I added 3 Book of Moon, which is not included in anything, but it is a rare and it's very easy to craft. It's very own team with ninjas, so I think this is a perfect addition for this deck, because it is actually a pretty good counter to the current meta right now, which is mostly Pearly and Kashtira and Mikankro, and a Book of Moon actually is able to deal with pretty much all of that really effectively. Now, let me go over the main deck really quick, so you can understand how the main concept of the ninja works, and then I'll show you an example gameplay as well to show you the basic combo. First we have Tobari the Sky Ninja. This allows us to discard it to special summon a ninja from our hand, and while it's on the field we can quick effective fusion summon a ninja, which is very effective. Then we have Mitsu the Insect Ninja, which basically allows us to negate and activate the effect by changing this card to face down defense and changing another card we control to face up defense position. It also special summons itself if you control a ninja or a face down defense position monster already. Then we have the Green Ninja, which can special summon itself if a monster is special summoned, and if it goes to the graveyard, you get to set something in face down defense position from attack position. When it does summon itself, do bear in mind that it turns the summoned card into face down defense position. Then we have Batu the Beast Ninja, which when you add it to your hand except by drawing it, you get to special summon it. When it's special summoned by any means, you can target one ninja or ninja swords in your graveyard or on your spell trap zone and return it to your hand, which allows you to reuse your spell traps for the most part, or can just recycle resources. Now we have Hanzo, which is arguably the most important ninja ever since ninjas were an archetype ever. When it's normal summon, you get to add a ninja to art from your deck to your hand, and when it's special, you get to add a ninja from your deck to your hand. Both are really strong effects, and you really want to find Hanzo in your deck and find a way to special summon it. But even normal summoning it is basically finds you a way to special summon it next turn, so it's just a really good card. Then we have Kagero, which on normal summon allows you to special summon a ninja from your graveyard in the face down defense position, which is basically very useful for going into the fusions on your own turn or like a link to. And then we have Yugioh the Gravity Ninja, basically the main deck boss monster of the deck. When it's summoned, you can target 2 face up monsters and change them to face down defense, and they can no longer change their battle positions. This is great for disruption, but also the fact that this level 8 is really useful when you use something like Art of Duplication, which we'll come into later. Then we had the ninjutsu art tool, the Iron Digger. which when equipped to a monster, you can banish a ninja from your graveyard and then destroy a card on the field, which is pretty useful because you can search this with your link monster. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add one of your banished ninja monsters to your hand or special summon it to your field and face down defense. Let's get into some other ninjutsu arts, which we have Notebook of Mystery, which allows you to set a ninja from your deck face down, and if you have a ninjutsu spell trap in the graveyard, you can also set that face down. Or you can do the other way around by setting a ninjutsu spell trap from your deck face down and getting this ninja from your graveyard face down. This is pretty hard to say, but it's actually pretty easy to understand once you know what it does. Then we have Ninjutsu Art of Duplication, which allows you to tribute a ninja monster and then special summon from your deck different ninjas with combined levels equal to the ninja you tributed. So you usually want to tribute Yugioh the Gravity Ninja and get a Hanzo from it and maybe some more ninjas to be able to link climb or fusion summon. And finally we have Ninjutsu Arts of Dancing Leaves. You activate it by tributing a ninja and then special summon a ninja from your deck. You can also tribute any face down defense position monster from your field. This basically allows you to summon Jiraiya from your deck pretty easily, or you can just special summon Hanzo with this and get another ninja into your hand. There's a lot of applications for this. And the second effect allows you to return a Ninjutsu Art continuous spell trap from your spell trap zone back to your hand. This allows you to reuse this card or the Ninjutsu Duplication again and again every turn by returning it to your hand and then setting it. Now do bear in mind that when these leave the field, they will destroy the monster they summoned, but if you already use the monster in like a link summon or a fusion summon, then that's not gonna matter. Now coming at the extra deck, we have Edomaru the Armor Ninja, which similar with both fusion monsters, you can just fusion summon this by tributing monsters from your field instead of just using a fusion spell. So this is why you don't see any fusion spells in this deck despite having multiple fusion monsters in the extra. And when this card is summoned, you can banish a ninja from your graveyard and then target the card on the field and banish it, which is pretty useful. And you can also fusion summon Maze and the Battle Ninja in a very similar way by just tributing the monsters you control. And this has multiple effects, allows your ninjas to attack directly. When you have control a face down defense position, it cannot be attacked. And when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon a ninja from your deck in face up or face down defense. This allows you to summon a Jiraiya as a quick play, and then when you summoned, you can just Book of Moon 2 cards on the field pretty quickly, which is very effective ways of dealing with many of the meta decks right now. Another important card in the extra is Ninja Grandmaster Saizo, which allows you to set a ninjutsu art spell trap directly from your deck. You can often use this to search your ninjutsu art tool, and then use its effect to clear a card on the field. It's pretty useful. But it also has another effect, while it points to a card that it cannot be targeted for an attack or targeted by card effects, which is pretty helpful. Then you have two more cards in the extra which won't come up as often, but Blade Armor Ninja might be relevant. It allows you to attack twice, and you can make it using Blade Ninja Grandmaster Hasto and Kagura. And you have the Crimson Shadow Ninja, which is not really going to come up in this deck, but in case it does, you can make it with 2 level 5s, and then when you detach something, it protects itself until the end of the turn. But that's enough explaining, so let's get into some example games and I'll show you how this deck works. Now playing this on my Smurf does mean the opponents are a little weak than usual, but that doesn't stop me from showing you the main combo. We're just going to start by setting 4 and normal summoning a ninja. This looks pretty weak, but trust me, ninja boards often look like that. And when our opponents pass the turn, we can first start with Ninjutsu Art Notebook to set a Gyro, and then we can use Ninjutsu Art of Duplication, tribute the Gyro, and summon 4 monsters from our deck to our field. Now that we have special summon Hanzo, we can use its effect to get a Kagura in our hand for the next turn, so we can combo off a little further. Now that we have all this material on board, we can go and link summon into a Ninja Grandmaster Saizo. Now they're going to activate the threatening roar here, but that's pretty irrelevant. We're going to use Saizo and get the Ninjutsu Art tool, and we're going to equip it to on our monsters that we're going to use for a summon next turn, and we'll banish the Gyro to pop a card on the field. This allows us to now fusion summon with the cards on the field, and now we can summon Yagamaru, banish a card from our graveyard to banish the card on the field. Now, since the equip spell has been sent to the graveyard, which was equipped to a monster we use as a material, its second effect activates, and we can get back the Gyro that we have banished initially, which is why we have chose to banish Gyro anyway. having this on our field is definitely very helpful. Now that we have cleared our field, we can normal summon Kibero and use its effect to get back another material, and with them we can now summon Maizan the Battle Ninja, which will allow us a quick effect to summon Gyro as well. Having seen all this, our opponent's just going to concede, but this is good enough for me to show my main combo. And we're back with that, and if you're looking to finish the deck into a more competitive version, something like this could be a good example to work for, which a lot of hand traps that are well stationed against this current meta, as well as an improved extra deck allowing you to end games more quickly or just get into more monsters, really strong monsters such as Zeus. But overall, this is the basics of the Ninja core, and I hope that I was helpful in making your ninja deck. If this video was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing because it really helps my channel out a lot. Good luck on the battlefield, and I'll see you in another video.